I used to think that riots were a good thing because our country was founded on them, and part of that was rioting against Great Britain. It was the way this country was found. And the ones I had heard of had brought good to this country and made change to laws and other things. But then I saw the presidential election this year. If anybody else saw that, in the running, there were small riots after Trump speeches and stuff like that where people assaulted others just because of how incited they were by his speech. And there were also, after the election itself, when Trump was elected, there were riots in the streets, small businesses were broken into, people were beat and assaulted. And what really caught me onto this subject was when I saw a viral video on the internet of a Trump supporter who was 50 being pulled out of his car and beaten in the street by 4 other people. And nobody came to his aid. Everybody just sat and watched and videotaped instead of helping this old man who was just pulled out of his car, and his car was also stolen afterwards. It just amazed me how unhinged these people were to just go and beat somebody because of their opinion. And they thought that would bring about change. I believe that riots are having a negative impact on our society because they are destroying communities and harming bystanders. Now, I will explain how riots are negative, but many people think that these riots are justified because they think that these riots are going to bring a change. They think that harming these bystanders and destroying these communities are going to help our society. Now, they think this because our U.S. history is packed with riots that actually did bring about change, such as the dumping of the tea back when our country was founded, because that showed Britain that we were serious, that we wanted to be separated from them. And they think that blood is the only thing that can bring change to this country. They don't think that these peaceful protests have any effect whatsoever. They think that these riots will decrease racism and that they are a necessary part of evolution, when they don't realize that peaceful protesting can show people that you are serious and that you want to bring about a change. And that there are power in numbers, and you do not have to destroy the communities that you are meaning to build up, and you want to make this country better. Why would you destroy communities? And this is where we have to ask ourselves, is this change worth all of the destruction? These riots aren't building up communities, they're simply just tearing them down. There were riots in Baltimore last year over the death of a black man that caused over $9 million in damage. You have to ask yourself, is making that point really worth all of that damage that happened in Baltimore? 254 businesses were damaged. 144 vehicles were set on fire, and bystanders were hurt. Now, I'll admit, it does bring attention to the subject, but all of my thoughts were negative. All I thought was, these people are completely destroying the communities that they want to make better, instead of going out there and making a point and helping the society. Now, these riots should not be aimed at the communities that they are in. They should be aimed at the government that they wish to change, and at the laws they wish to change, not harming bystanders that may even agree with these rioters, or they don't have an opinion at all. They're just bystanders that are being hurt because these people want to make a point. Now, these riots only bring pain and destruction. They're not helping our communities at all. They're just tearing them down. These riots make our society think chaos is acceptable and a good thing in our society, and that it's actually helping, but it's not. It is destroying our communities, and it's not helping at all. Thank you. Oh, yeah, questions? Just cut that out. Matt?
Do you feel like all riots are bad? Or do you feel like there's just another way to go about presenting the issue?
I think that peaceful protest is really the option that we should take here. I think that riots of the past, maybe when this country had a corrupt government that they followed, it was okay to riot because we were trying to get away from that corrupt government. But when it's over an idea and not so much of a law that we want to change, I think, really causing as much damage as they are causing to other people and not the government that they do want to change, then it's not really having a good effect. People are just looking at their cause as negative and not a positive. Yeah.
If peaceful protests don't work, what would you suggest?
Well, if they are going to riot, don't aim it at the community. Why would you destroy the community that you are in? Like, aim it more at, the government. I'm not saying go out and destroy everything and, like, do what they did in Baltimore and destroy so many businesses and whatnot, but make it like a small protest, or get more people to round it around your cause to show them that you actually have a point, you're serious about what you want.
Okay, thanks.